Hey, the joyful Yogini here. Happy Monday. It is time for the weekly reading. I gotta tell you, this is take two. It was something really weird has been going on with my YouTube stream lately. Just some interesting stuff I'm observing and seeing. I'm gonna have to rejig some stuff. So I already did the weekly reading and at the usual time, and it didn't stick. It did not save. So I'm doing it again. This is going to be a shortened version, but I want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to be able to see this. Now, I decided to do this live on Instagram too. Why not? So let me just go live. I'm going to weekly, thanks for your patience there, reading details. All right, let me go live here too. Hey everyone, the joyful Yogini here. It's time for the weekly reading. Now, normally I do the weekly reading on Mondays, 12:30 p.m. Toronto time, so it's Eastern Daylight Time. I do it live on YouTube and I do it live on Reddit. And I decided I have a little mishap with the YouTube one and I'm having to record it again. So I decided to go live on Instagram. Why not? Let's do it here too. So just so you know, if you're ever wanting that weekly reading Mondays, you can catch it live 12:30 p.m. Toronto time, or you can just go to my YouTube channel and check it out when the timing works for you. So I had pulled cards early this afternoon from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. All right, and there were 4 cards that wanted to come out to play. So I'm going to do it in the same order as they came up when I did this earlier. All right, so take 2. We'll take one for Instagram, right? All right, so the first goddess that wanted to come out and play is Goddess Artemis. Goddess Artemis. I'm going to bring the card up to you guys too. Here we go, Goddess Artemis. So over this past year, she has been coming out a lot. And it's because there's so much fear in the collective. It's understandable, right? There's a lot of crap that has been going down. And so there's a lot of fear about COVID, about what governments are doing, about future, about relationships, about health. There's a lot of fear in the collective. And whether you're fearing your own health or resources or worried about family, right? Family, friends, your community, or maybe you're just worried globally what's going on. So Goddess Artemis is saying you are safe. This is a message to let you know you are safe. So look, she is hunting. She's got her bow and arrow. There's a deer right behind her. And that deer is not in a, holy crap, I better take off here. It's just like, hey, what you doing? It's totally calm, at peace, and things are okay. And also, I want to see that there's a fire there. It's like our path is being lit. Where we need to make our mark, where we need to focus, that area is being lit. So trust that you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything is going as it should. And even sometimes when you think, oh crap, the shit just hit the fan again, or the way that you had wanted and expected things to roll out is not happening. And as opposed to automatically going, this is a terrible day, or things really messed up, fucked up, however you're going to put it. And you can just watch your wording, watch your thought processes and go, okay, this works for me. You can take it or leave it, right? So what I will say to myself is, okay, for some reason, this is meant to be. So I need to, if I want to be in a good place, if I want to have a good reality, it's up to me. So I need to watch my thoughts, because my thoughts create the energy within me and it creates my reality. And so I want to get myself back into a good place, because I don't want to start attracting more sludge, more like, oh, now my whole day is bad, right? My whole week ended up being bad, right? Because you end up becoming a crap magnet wherever you're focusing. So she is focusing on hitting her target. She's not in a place of fear. She's in a place of confidence, of courage. Like, that is one strong woman who I would feel so safe if she led my way. And that is you, right? That is you. You are being guided. Just pay attention to the ideas and inspiration because you are being guided. We all have intuitive channels. We have our third eye connecting in with our higher self. We have our crown chakra. And once we start trusting in those signs that are coming in, the ideas, the inspiration that is coming in, and then we're in that place of trust. Okay, the universe has got my back. And sometimes things are not going to go as expected. And that's, I need to trust. I need to trust in that. Okay, so that's the message from Goddess Artemis. So think about this week. Whatever unrolls, and you know what, you might even want to watch this video maybe on Wednesday, then maybe again on Friday again, just as a reminder to, okay, what tools do I need? What messages do I need to really harness in order to best work with this energy? We have a full moon today. I don't know when you're watching this, but if you're watching it on Monday, a full moon. Hey, how are you? Woohoo! I'm so glad you're here, honey. So yeah, we have a full moon in Pisces. That full moon in Pisces is very powerful. And as we've been working up to this full moon, the energy is building and building and building. And if you've had some, emotional upheaval, maybe you've had it within the past week, maybe how about the past 2 months, right? And more clarity on what you don't like, right? What is no longer working for you, and also more clarity on what you want, what you want to focus on, what you want to go after. And so that stuff that doesn't feel so good, this full moon energy has been bringing it up so we can leave it behind. It's distorted perceptions that that we've learned. Like we've taken on these patterns from ever since we were in our mom's womb, right? And also through our DNA, our ancestral patterns. I believe in past lives too. So if you don't believe in past lives, that's cool, whatever. If you don't resonate with everything that I'm saying, whatever doesn't resonate, just leave it behind. So, but I do believe in past lives, and in past lives, we've had various traumas and stuff and different patterns and associations with things. So we have these reactions. You might even think, where does that come from? I can't even think of anything that's happened in childhood to give me that type of reaction over that. So it could be past lives, or it could be through your DNA with ancestral patterns. So this stuff is coming up so we can finally let it go. The image that I keep getting, that I mentioned last week too, is this big, heavy, heavy cloak that we've all been wearing, like super just weighing us down. And it looks old, like it looks like it's from olden times, olden times. And because it's all that, the building of patterns that really are not true to who we are today. And so we are, every time we're getting the full moons, we're getting an opportunity to let go of another layer. But for this full moon, it's a big ass coat that we have an opportunity to let it go. And just feel that lightness, feel that weight off of shoulders and neck, where we can hold our tension, our stress about trying to meet other people's expectations, trying to meet your own expectations too, and just being hard on yourself, having distortions in communication with relationships, and maybe being in a pattern of being treated a certain way. You might even see through different friendships, different love relationships as well, different patterns of how you're accepted of being treated. So yeah, if that's things that don't make you feel good, we have to notice that stuff, because it's time to no longer accept that shit, right? We need to speak our truth. We need to speak our truth, first of all, to ourselves, and then speak our truth to those around us. I'm going to go to the next card, but before I do that, I just wanted to mention that last night around 2 a.m, I had this transmission come through. Freaking incredible. I could not sleep after that. A total of 3.5 hours sleep. My eyes are pretty heavy. I need to try to keep everything up. But it was all meant to be, right? It was all meant to be. Beautiful messages that came through. It had to do with sexual vibrancy. And I'm going to be uploading that later on today, hopefully by this evening. I definitely recommend checking that out. And also, I found out the guide's name that was just downloading all this information. It made me laugh My husband's asleep beside me and I'm trying not to laugh out loud. And meanwhile, I'm shaking the bed. So anyways, make sure you check that out on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. Okay. So great messages, and definitely let me know in the comments if you can relate to them or if you got any like juicy information to help you to move forward. And there was no pun intended there, but that works really well, by the way. Okay, so card number 2, love this card. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Feel into the energy of expecting a miracle. If you were to feel into that energy, what would that feel like in you? You just knew a miracle was coming? Doesn't that create inner excitement, maybe giddiness, adventure? Going, what kind of miracle is coming? Like, this is freaking awesome. If you knew with all your heart that a miracle was coming, that would feel so freaking good, right? So good. Mother Mary wants us to harness that feeling right now because miracles are available to us. Now, we need to be in a place of trust so we can accept it. You know, we need to actually and love ourselves so much that we're going to give us an opportunity to slow down as well. Yeah, things are pretty busy right now. I get it. But you need to find the time, even if it's just 15 minutes, to have some quiet time all to yourself. Whether you're just laying there, whether you listen to a guided meditation, whether you lie down listening to solfeggio frequencies on YouTube to maybe have like a heart opener, or just helping to balance all the chakras, or taking a walk in nature all by yourself, or maybe if you have a dog or something, like maybe you walk a cat, whatever, a moose, whatever it is. Yeah, I know that was getting just silly. I'm, with only having 3.5 hours sleep, I'm sorry, that's what you're going to get. So it's important for you to be in a place of receiving. So we need to have that downtime. So receiving is a place of gentleness, of acceptance, of surrendering, of a feminine energy. It's feminine goddess moon energy. What do we have right now? We've got a full moon. We got a full moon in Pisces. And Pisces is also emotional. It's like working through emotional waters and allowing those emotions to flow. So no more like pushing them down or holding on to them, now not allowing yourself to be angry or to cry or feeling guilty. You got to accept whatever you're feeling, right? And then just allow them to continue to flow and move. And we've been getting these signs, right? The full moon, as the energy has been bubbling up to the full moon, we've been getting these signs about what we need to release or getting more clarity. And as we get more clarity, we're letting go of stuff, right? We're taking off that cloak. So as you do that, and as you're open to receiving goodness in your life, because as you have more clarity, you're like, hey, yeah, I am worthy of an easier life, of more ease and flow, more balance in my life, as opposed to, let's say, give until you're totally depleted, and then you get sick, and we need to build our immune system right now, not drain it, right? We're getting to cold and flu season. We need to build our immune system. So you need to offer yourself that balance, giving yourself time to receive, and harnessing that energy of expecting a miracle, okay? Because you so freaking deserve it, right? So let's do it then. Let's accept that in our lives. The next card is Goddess Irene, peace. Goddess Irene, peace. Peace. All right. So where my focus goes in the immediate is the baby. So this baby is wrapped in or swaddled in a purple blanket. There's also a lot of blue there. So what I'm feeling is it's definitely our psychic centers, right? It's our crown, which is the violet energy. But then I'm also feeling the indigo energy too, you know, the combination of the blue and the violet, which is our third eye. It's the beautiful indigo. So we are with full moon in Pisces. Pisces is also about really opening up your connections with source, being open to your spirituality, your spiritual connections. And as you're opening up, you are for sure bang on receiving that guidance, right? The ideas and inspiration are coming through that can create peace and serenity and ease and flow, and know you're provided for. Look how she has a basket or a bag of groceries. So she's got a baby, and she has the resources that she needs, and that baby is happy. Do you see that happy baby? That baby is full of joy. And she is also at peace. The mom is not stressed or anything. She's in a place of peace, and that baby is so happy. So it's also about your own inner joy. Now, do you see there's dolphins in the background there, jumping out of the water? There's dolphins. So dolphins represent play and creativity and fertility. And we also need to harness that, right? We need to harness our inner child, our play, find joy. So throughout this week, find ways to fuel your joy. What can you do to be able to make yourself happy? Get in that playful space. Tap into that second chakra, that sacral chakra. Oh, by the way, I'm giving myself a little plug here. Tuesday nights, 8:15 p.m. Toronto time, so that's Eastern Daylight Time, I have a Vinyasa flow class. And even though we balance and open all of our chakras, we're having a second chakra focus. So that is the center of your joy, your creativity, your fertility, your abundance, and your sexuality. So we'll be making sure we always get some good hip openers in, where we tend to hold in emotions and allow that to free and open. And we'll have fun, right? We'll have fun. You'll be getting your joy on and getting your sexy on, right? And bringing in more abundance and helping you to creatively problem solve, creating more fertile ground for bringing in your dreams. So 8 p.m. Toronto time, you can check out my website, thejoyfulyogini.ca. And I have them in studio in Uxbridge, Ontario, if you happen to be local. But then if not, you can join in on Zoom. So check out my website, thejoyfulyogini.ca. I hope you don't mind the little plug, but hey, if I don't tell you about it, how are you supposed to know about it? Okay, so that is Goddess Irene. The final card is Goddess Bast. Goddess Bast. Independence. And if you look at her here, her arms are open, her palms are out, facing up, right? So that is open to receive, but she's also in a power stance. Her legs look like they're at least shoulder width apart, if not a little bit wider. And I'm just picturing in my mind's eye a little bit of a bent knee there. Nothing's going to push you over, right? Like solid in her stance, solid foundation. I am moving forward in who I am. I'm independently making my decisions as I'm moving forward through my heart, making choices that it's not what he thinks is best for me, or she thinks is best for me, or they think is the best thing for me. No, it is totally owning who we are as the unique individual that we are. And you can see that there's little leaves falling there. I also, at first, when I saw this today, I was thinking, they feel like feathers. They feel light. And so when I was initially thinking about the feathers, we're going through a transformation in this full moon energy that's going to continue even over the next few days, right? And it's going to continue to evolve and then integrate our new learnings, our new clarity as we're going into the new moon, which will be in a couple of weeks. So the feather-like feeling is transmuting the energy into lightness. So the density, the constriction of maybe those distortions and perceptions that we've learned in this lifetime and past lifetimes through our DNA. This is the way we see it. So as we're releasing that, we're taking off that cloak, our energy field is getting lighter. Our chakras are getting lighter and opening, like just functioning so much better. And as we do that, we're receiving more clarity, more inspiration, more ideas, getting messages from source. And then when I see that, I'm going to finish this up in just a second. When I see those as leaves, then I'm also getting the message as fall. Like we're heading into the fall equinox. I think that's tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the fall equinox. So it's representing harvest. So, hey, we got the expect a miracle. Yeah, we are harvesting now, baby. Like this is great. But then I'm also seeing the fall. Right? So the leaves start changing and dropping, and we're releasing, right? Letting go of that cloak, releasing what is no longer serving us. So that is it for the weekly reading. You can join me on Wednesday on Reddit and on YouTube for Intuition Wednesday. On Tuesdays, I also stream yoga live on YouTube and on Facebook. A little, sometimes it goes up to sometimes it's a good way to get your feet wet with my courses and see what you think. And you can let me know what you're looking for. And I'm like, yeah, if I'm feeling inspired, then yeah, I'm going to go with suggestions. And definitely, if you're wanting a certain class, as soon as the inspiration there is, I'm going to do it. Right. And then Friday night party, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So that's Toronto time on Instagram and on YouTube. So make sure you join me for that. From my light to yours. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Bye. All right. So I was just saying goodbye.